All right, let's just get right into it. You know the feeling, right? The alarm blares, you open your eyes, you go to swallow, and bam. It's like a cheese grater in your throat. Your first thought is always, great, here we go, I'm getting sick. But what if I told you that most of the time, that's not it at all? It is just the worst way to start the day, feeling like you gargled with actual sandpaper all night. You probably blame the fan being on too high, or maybe the AC, or kicking off your blanket. But today, we're going to uncover what's really going on with this super common morning problem. Okay, get this. According to ENT specialist Dr. Chen Lang Yu, a staggering 90%, that's 90, of the time, that morning sore throat has absolutely nothing to do with a virus or bacteria. Nope, the real cause is hiding in plain sight. So yeah, you can stop blaming your blanket and the cold air. It's not about catching a cold while you sleep. The real culprits here are a trio of invisible saboteurs that get to work the second you close your eyes. So let's treat this like a real investigation. We're going to solve the morning sore throat mystery. It's time to pull back the curtain on what's actually happening in your bedroom while you sleep. While you're off in dreamland, there are three specific troublemakers. Let's call them the three nighttime devils, who are targeting your throat. So we're going to unmask each one and see exactly how they get away with it. Okay, our first suspect. This one's a sneaky operator. It works silently, all night long with one single mission, to dry your throat out from the inside. We've nicknamed this one the human hairdryer. So, who is this mysterious human hairdryer? Well, its true identity is just plain old mouth breathing. You see, your nose is this incredible built-in air filter and humidifier, but when it gets blocked, your body hits the panic button and opens the emergency exit, your mouth. And here's exactly how the crime goes down. Your nose gets all stuffed up, maybe allergies, maybe just dry air. So your body opens that emergency exit. And for the next 7 or 8 hours, you've got this constant stream of dry, unfiltered air blasting the back of your throat, sucking out all the moisture. It's literally like leaving a wet sponge in front of a fan all night. No wonder it feels so raw when you wake up. All right, on to culprit number 2. And this one is way more aggressive. This one doesn't just dry out your throat. It actively attacks it with, and I'm not kidding, corrosive chemicals. Let's meet the midnight arsonist. The true identity of this arsonist is acid reflux. Maybe you've heard of it as GERD or LPR. And the fire it's setting is fueled by the powerful acid from your own stomach. You know, the stuff that's designed to dissolve food, not hang out in your throat. So here's the play-by-play. There's this little muscle, a gatekeeper, at the top of your stomach that's supposed to stay shut. But if you eat a big meal too close to bedtime, that gatekeeper gets lazy. And because you're lying flat, that corrosive acid can just flow right upstream, causing a literal chemical burn on your throat lining. That explains not just the pain, but that awful bitter, sour taste you might wake up with. And that brings us to our final devil. This is one you can often hear from the next room over. It's loud, it's disruptive, and it actually helps the other two devils do their worst. We're calling this one the roadblock tiger. And this tiger's real identity? It's sleep apnea. This is a serious condition, often linked to being overweight, where your airway actually gets blocked while you sleep. The tissue narrows and collapses, which causes that super loud snoring and, scary enough, pauses where you stop breathing altogether. Now, this is really important. It's not just about the noise. That struggle to get air creates a vacuum effect in your chest that can literally pull stomach acid up, triggering our old friend, the midnight arsonist. So your poor throat is getting hit with a devastating 1-2 punch. It's getting dried out from gasping for air and simultaneously getting burned by stomach acid. It's a total disaster zone. Okay, so we've met the criminals, but here is the really good news. You are not helpless here. Now we're going to arm you with the master moves you need to fight back and win the battle against these nighttime devils. So to shut down the human hairdryer, the game is all about moisture. Here's a brilliant hack. Try wearing a simple, soft mask to bed. It traps your own warm, moist breath, creating a personal little humidifier for your face. You can also run a humidifier in your room, and using a saline nasal rinse before bed can help clear out your nose so you can actually use it. Now, for the midnight arsonist, you can actually use simple physics to beat it. This is so cool. Your stomach has this natural J shape. When you sleep on your left side, the opening to your esophagus stays above the acid line.
Gravity keeps it in. But if you roll onto your right side, it's like tipping a bottle over. The acid can just flow right out. So in this case, left is right and right is wrong. So besides sleeping on your left, you can also elevate the whole head of your bed, not just with pillows, but by putting blocks under the legs. And this one is huge. Set a dinner curfew. Stop eating 3 or 4 hours before you hit the hay. That late night snack is basically just sending an open invitation for the arsonist to come out and play. Finally, to deal with the roadblock tiger, you've got to get serious about the roadblock itself. For many people, weight loss can make a world of difference. But listen, if your snoring is at that earthquake level, please treat it like the major health red flag it is. You really need to see a doctor and get a sleep study. They might prescribe a CPAP machine, which keeps your airway open and solves the problem right at the source. So after all this detective work, we can finally see a clear path forward. You really don't have to dread your mornings anymore. You can take control of this and actually welcome a healthy, pain-free start to your day. So let's just recap the battle plan real quick. For the human hairdryer, you're fighting mouth grating, so the solution is moisture. For the midnight arsonist, you're fighting acid reflux, so you use gravity and timing. And for the roadblock tiger, you're fighting sleep apnea, and the key is to improve your airflow. If you remember just one thing from all this, let it be this: that sore throat isn't just a random annoyance. It's a message. It's a distress signal that your body is sending you, telling you loud and clear that something with your sleep, your breathing, or your digestion is off. And that means the real fix isn't going to be found in a bottle of throat lozenges. The real secret to a good morning is in optimizing your habits. It's about working with your body instead of just trying to silence its complaints. Every single morning, your body is handing you a report card on how your night went. Now that you know how to read it, the only question is, are you ready to finally listen to what it's been trying to tell you?